Hello and welcome back everyone. I'm the Game Visitor and today we are going to visit the upcoming new games announced at Gamescom 2022. Yes, I'm glad to announce that Gamescom is back after a break of 2 years. Now for those who don't know Gamescom, let me give you some background information. Gamescom is an annual multi-day event focused on games hosted in Germany. It's a place where you get informed of gaming premieres and watch awesome game trailers. Also, don't forget the cosplay village, where you can exchange with artists and acts and be part of the cosplay contest. You also have the Gamescom Awards that represents the most wanted game of a console, the best game of a genre and the best game trailer, and so on. But the best part is you can try out new games that aren't released yet. Now before we start off with these new upcoming games, if you like my content, like or subscribe, and if you want to see more of me, hit that notification bell. Now let's start off with number 10. Dead Island 2 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Dambuster Studios and published by Deep Silver. Dead Island 2 differentiates itself from its predecessors by taking place in the city of Los Angeles, which has been quarantined due to the zombie outbreak. The game is going to be released on PlayStation, Xbox and PC on February the 3rd, 2023. Although there were some problems with multiple changes with the studios working on the project. Nevertheless, I can't wait to slash down some zombies. Now let's talk about Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is an open world survival MMO developed and published by Funcom. It combines the grittiness and creativity of survival games with the social interactivity of large scale. Rise from survival to dominance in a vast and seamless world shared by thousands of players. Now this trailer looks so sick and you clearly can see this is made by professionals. Now we can't wait to see more details of this game. Moving on to number 8, we have High on Life. This is an upcoming comedic biopunk first-person shooter by Squanch Games. Justin Roiland is the creative brain behind it, who is known for his work on the TV series Rick and Morty, which I find, by the way, one of the best animated series there is. So make sure to check that out. This game takes place in a colorful, absurdist science fiction world and featuring talking guns. Yes, you heard me, talking guns. Now it is scheduled to be released on December 13th of 2022 for PC and Xbox. It will be available on the Xbox Game Pass starting on the release day. Now let's talk about the Outlast Trials. Now this game is an upcoming first-person psychological horror survival game developed and published by Red Barrels. It is the third installment in the Outlast series, serving as a prequel to the first 2 games and features test subjects in a mysterious Cold War experiment. The game is scheduled for release in 2022. I'm really looking forward playing this game because the first 2 games were one of the best horror games with a good solid story that I ever played. What's next? Lords of the Fallen 2. This is an upcoming action RPG game and is a sequel to the first one that was based on the Souls games, where you have to fight your way and must defeat different kinds of bosses. This game is developed by Defiant and Hexwork Studios and published by City Interactive. The release date is somewhere in 2023. You can play it on the PlayStation, Xbox and PC. And I have high expectations of this game because I really love these kind of genre games. Moving on to number 5, we have Scars Above. This is a challenging third-person shooter with a compelling and complex science fiction story set in a mysterious alien world. This game is developed by Max Head Games and published by Prime Matters. You can play this game on the PC, and I saw the pre-alpha gameplay, and damn, this game looks very promising, so keep an eye out for this one. Then we have Blacktail. Create the myth of Baba Yaga by living out the origins of a classic Slavic folk story. It's a first-person action-adventure game developed by the Parasite team, combined with the publishing of Focus Entertainment. Experience a one-of-a-kind blend of intense archery combat and dark storytelling set in a vibrant fairy tale world. Choose your path to become either the guardian of the woods or the terror nightmares are made of. This game will be released this year on December the 15th on the platforms PlayStation and PC. Moving on to number 3, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. This game is a multiplayer horror game based on the iconic 80s movie. In the battle between killer clowns and citizens of Crescent Cove, team up and use your wits to harvest humans or save them from the alien invasion. It reminds me of a very popular game, Dead by Daylight, but with a twist. So I'm really a fan of this concept because clowns really creep me out. This game will be available on the PlayStation, Xbox and PC early next year. Next up, a game that I really look forward to, Where Winds Meet. This is a new open world action RPG game steeped in Chinese history and mythology with martial arts combat system. It looks very much like a combination of Sekiro, Shadow Die Twice and Ghost of Tsushima, based on the footage of the trailer and the beta being released later this year. Where Winds Meet is most likely to be released in early 2023. Currently, this game is set to be a PC-only game, but more platforms could be announced in the future. Last but definitely not least, we have Atlas Fallen. Rise from the dust and glide the sands of a timeless land filled with ancient daggers, mysteries and fragments of the past. Hunt legendary monsters with powerful sand-infused weapons and abilities in spectacular superpowered combat. This action-based RPG game is developed by Deck 13 and published by Focus Entertainment and set to be released next year. Now these are some of the new upcoming games, but we can't just walk away without giving you some bonus games where I also look forward to. Lies of Pi. This is a challenging action game with a unique lie system where what you do and say as the main character dynamically affects the gameplay. The game's story is a unique darker twist on the classic story of Pinocchio. The game is developed by NeoWiz Games and published by NeoWiz Games and Route 8 Studio and will be released on PlayStation, Xbox and PC next year. I really like the idea of a Dark Souls game where your choices shape the story of the game. Then we have Black Myth Wukong. This is an upcoming action role-playing game made by a Chinese indie developer named Gamesides. This is based on the classical 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. Another Souls-like game where I truly love the concept where you fight through an assortment of enemies with abilities to transform into flying insects or a giant monster. This will be released on PlayStation, Xbox and PC next year. I am so hyped seeing all these new games coming out and I can't wait to play them. Now comment down below what is your favorite game out of this list. And also, I wanted to take the time free to thank everyone who is supporting me, following me on my socials or while I'm streaming. I hope to see you at our next game destination.